Hey everyone, welcome to My World is Gorgeous. This is Erica. We're in Richmond, Virginia, Zone 7A. Today what we're going to do is I'm going to rake this mulch back. I got two trees right here that we're going to put in here at an angle, so that way later on I'll fill in some other things there. Once we get these trees in, we're going to roll to the backyard, and I'm going to talk to you about a planter, a 4-tier planter that I got from Lowe's, and I really only purchased it to compare it to the GreenStock. I am so loving my GreenStock, and I know that sometimes you have some people who may not be able to afford the GreenStock. Now soon there will be a Mother's Day sale on the GreenStock. So those of you who may not be able to pay $150, $160, $180 for a GreenStock, look out for that Mother's Day sale, because I'm telling you, that might be the price that you need to be able to bring it down. And there are a couple of other people's channels that you could go to where you could get 10% off. I know Faith Family Homestead, I follow them, they have a 10% off code. And I know Epic Gardener may have a code, but also Garden Answer, they have a $10 or 10% off code as well. But look out for Mother's Day. I'm trying to tell you guys. So those guys who tune into my channel, you got a mom, a sister, a aunt who enjoys gardening, a grandmother, check into the GreenStock for them. It's a vertical planter that will do awesome things. But again, if you can't afford that, check out this video today, and I'm going to give you a little bit of information on a smaller, less expensive garden planter that you can use. Let's get into this. Now I'm gonna put a little bit of fertilizer, mix it in with this dirt right here, or soil I should say, because I had other dirt, soil, gardening soil mixed in with here before, and other compost mixed in here, because I've had flowers in this area that I've been going in and out with. So I'm gonna put some garden fertilizer in here. I'm gonna also put some worm castings in here also. And I'm going to put this tree back in here and start backfilling the dirt. I'll be back. Just loosening up the roots a little bit. I've had this tree in that pot for a few years, only because I wasn't sure where I wanted to plant it. But now I know, right? So now start backfilling this in. I didn't really have to put a lot of worm castings in there, because I got a good deal of worms already in this area. Look, one right here. putting this one at the back because this here gets to being right at about 6 to 10 feet tall. The other tree I'm going to put right here in front and at an angle in front of it because that one only gets to being about 4 feet tall. So that'll go there, and then I can always put like a shrub here, probably a little lime punch, which is what I would love to put there. I'll either put a little lime punch here, or I'll end up moving one of my azaleas back here, but I really feel like I'm gonna put a little lime punch here. I feel like that will go just beautiful with this right here. It won't get but so big. You'll have one tree that'll get to being right at about 6 to 10 feet. Come down, you got your 4 foot, then you got your little lime punch around about 3 to 4 feet. So I think that'll be perfect. All right, I'm gonna go ahead off camera, get this other tree in, and then show you the ending results, okay? So now we'll put the mulch, smooth that back up. Now this 4 foot one is sitting just a bit higher than the one that gets about 6 to 10 feet, only because I had it in a deeper pot, even though I got them all at the same time. So the root ball on this one was so much bigger, and I could have like knocked it all off. I ain't feel like dealing with that, to be honest with you. So I just went on and used the whole entire root ball. Now I'm just raking this mulch back up around here, a little out of breath, because that last tree, like I said, that root ball was a little bit of a monster, and I'm so glad that I put that one together off camera, because it took me a little bit. All right, guys, well, that's it for this doing the trees. The funny thing is that the one that's going to get taller was actually in a smaller pot, so it looks smaller right now, but eventually it'll grow up, sit right around about that area there. This one will grow up and sit probably like right in here, somewhere right up in here, and it won't get any taller. Now so sorry, y'all. Now, if for some reason I looked at my tags wrong and I got it backwards, I will definitely have to dig this up and switch places. But I really don't think that I got it wrong. I really don't think that I got it wrong. And I'm just pushing this down a little bit more just to make sure there's no air pockets or anything up in there. But I'm liking it. I'm really excited about the way these two trees are gonna look in this area. All right, now I'm gonna get this front cleaned up real quick, get all my shovels and rakes and everything to the back, and we're gonna get started on that planter, okay?
No.
Right then. So of course you can see we're in the front yard. I have some mulch. I went on and got some cardboard boxes that I had gotten from a friend of mine from where she works. I put those down and I went on and I put the mulch down. Guys, let me tell you, the idea that came to me was, once I get all of these things here, what I will end up doing is these trees that you see to the right, I'm going to put those similar kind of right in near where they are. I'm going to take them out the pots. They've been in pots for about 2.5, almost 3 years, because I wasn't sure where I wanted to place them. Not putting them in the ground if I'm not sure where I want them to be at just yet. And I move around too many flowers to be putting trees in and digging up trees. That's what we're not going to do. So what I figured was I'm going to put these two trees here. They only get about 4 feet tall. And then I have another tree that's in a smaller pot that's on my front porch that I'm going to put, kind of slightly angle it almost at the back of it so it'll grow up a little bit taller. That tree actually gets to be in about 6 to, well, more like 8 feet tall, in between 8 to 10 feet tall, which I think will look really nice with 4 to 5 feet trees just a little bit below it. And then I'm going to get another arch like the one that I have in my backyard that I have the roses up on, that was in another video that I had to build and put up because the climbing rose that was there, I did not realize that in a season, meaning I put it in, I want to say in the summer, and between the growth from the summer to the fall into this year for the spring, let me tell you, when the winter came, this climbing rose was already at the top, close to the tip top of my garage. And I'm like, what in the world? So I had to take the trellis apart that I had, or the obelisk. It really wasn't a trellis, it was an obelisk that I had around it. Took that apart, ordered a arch trellis from Amazon for about $40-some, put that together around this climbing rose, and it's looking gorgeous. So you guys have to go and check out that video. I think it's labeled rose trellis, putting together rose trellis. It's the only one listed like that, but you have to check that one out. Anyway, back to here. So I'm going to get another one of those and put over this area here. I'm going to have another, if I can find a purple one, that would be great, which I'll probably have to wait till, well, I want to wait, not probably, I want to wait till next year in the spring when Lowe's put out their roses. And I want to find 2 purple ones is what I think I want to do, or maybe a purple and white or something like that. But I really believe I want to take 2 purple ones and just allow them to be able to trellis up over to climb up the trellis is what I'm trying to say. And once that goes over it, I want to take I have one stone or concrete bench in one of my other flower beds. I want to take one, put right in the middle of that trellis, and then get either a little lime punch or a bobo hydrangea or some white dianthus, and put in that little area right in front of that pencil holly in front of the pencil holly, and on an angle slightly beside the hosta that's sitting to the left. And I just believe that that will make that area so gorgeous, keep my grass looking really nice, and fill that in. And I'm telling you, it's just going to look like the best flower garden area ever. Now, of course, there's some other things that I'm going to do to my yard also, but that's the idea for this area here. You know, you just see how that's almost triangled off. It looks almost like a little triangle.
Alright, so we're in the back. I put a little bit of potting soil in this pot here. I'm going to add a little bit of some earthworm castings. I'm going to put a little bit of perlite up in here. And then I'm going to put some slow release fertilizer in here also. So this is some garden tone. I keep all of my fertilizers and things either in this trash can or a trash can that I have on the other side there, because my squirrels and whatever else that come out at night or when I'm not here during the day, they put holes in my bags. So I'm gonna mix all of this up in this potting soil, and then we're gonna get started. So in a previous video, I shared with you all that I had gotten a GreenStock. very excited was I about the GreenStock, even wondering if it was going to do all the things that it was said to that it was going to do. And it has gone beyond what I thought it was going to do. The flowers, I think, are growing, the vegetables are growing better, I think, in the GreenStock than in some of my planters. But the thing is that we're going to talk about today is this right here. It was $42 and some change. With tax in Richmond, Virginia, it came out to being about $45.05. This here is from Lowe's. It is a 5-tier vertical planter. Yes, this is way smaller than a GreenStock. It is 5 tiers, and it has 4 sections on each tier. And I'm sorry if you see me fanning. Periodically, it seems like when you get out here, gnats decide they want to come and fly around in your face. And I don't have my little wristband on to kind of keep them away. Clearly, though, come on, Devlin, talking to my son, we can see here that the GreenStock is a whole lot bigger than that. Now, this here is a part of the original, and I intertwined this one here. Now, I have a leaf where it's only a leaf by itself, and then I ended up getting another leaf and an original, and the other one is on the other side over there. So I have to put potting soil actually in the part that's the original sections. But this was the leaf, this is the original, this is the water reservoir here for the GreenStock. You know, it comes loose, and then it has this on every level. Now I'm showing you this again because we're about to go look at the one that's for Lowe's. Okay, now let's go back over here. We're gonna go back over here to the one that we have for Lowe's. Let's see here about opening this up. And it has a little bit of information on here. It says that it's a 5-tier vertical planter. Of course, we can see that it's black. It holds up to 20 different plants. That means 5 tiers, 4 sections. The GreenStock has 6 sections, okay, and the pockets are a lot deeper. Then it says built-in self-watering reservoir, BPA free and food safe planting trays and saucers. Now that part is similar with the GreenStock. That is it is food safe planting trays also in the GreenStock. Then it says it includes a lockable canister wheel. So that's if you want to be able to roll it around. I'm going to see if I'm able to put this together without putting the wheels on it and just using the bottom part. If not, I'll go ahead and put the wheels on it. It's just that where I keep all of my garden planters and stuff, it's in an area that has mulch, and I'm not wheeling them around. Where I'm putting them is where I want them to stay. Now, I went on and mixed up my potting soil and put everything in it ahead of time. Oh, you guys, I'm gonna have to pause you and go get my scissors, okay? All right, it looked as if I had to clip it loose. All right, we got some wheels and possibly some instructions. This is what the wheels look like. They have a lock on them also, which is good. There's 4 wheels that go in it. Okay, so basically this is showing us the pictures of the pockets. It's showing up the self-watering mesh and the saucer, which is on the bottom. And I'm going to show you guys that right now. So this is the size of it. Here are the watering meshes. Nope, had it right the first time. That goes this way. And that way when you intersection it on top of each pocket, this allows water to go down into the next one. So it's still a little bit different than the other one, as well as it has holes here as well. So we have holes here and here. Your water doesn't necessarily go into a holder, it just goes right through the holder. Okay, you guys? I'm going to take my soil off of the table for just a moment. I want to kind of see how these are supposed to lock in. Okay. So this bottom tier has some locking. You lock it in. After that, it looks like this goes sideways in there. I'm gonna tell you guys something. I'm gonna have to look back at the directions again because something not looking right. Okay, I see how they intersect. I see how that goes. Let's try this again. This goes like this. I have that part correct. Let me move that out the way so you guys can see it. This is supposed to go down on it. So I'm telling y'all something I'm not doing right. I'm gonna pause y'all, figure it out, and come right back. You ready? Can you see all of this? All right, come on. All right, you guys, so I figured it out. The water reservoir goes in the bottom. I guess because I had a GreenStock first and the water reservoir goes on top of the dirt, this one goes under the bottom. I don't understand how that will work, but I'm gonna roll with it, okay? So now I'm gonna put potting soil in each pocket. And like I said, I've added whatever amendments I'm gonna put into it. There is a line with these as well. Alright, so while I'm filling up these planters, I'm gonna go ahead and start adding in some plants that I already had. Look at that good root system. This is how it's supposed to look, where you have some roots, the dirt is still loose. This is awesome. These are some large Swiss chard. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and put these in while I'm planting this up. That way I don't have to come back and do it afterwards. All right. Then here, this is a kale plant. That will go in here. I'm gonna move this out the way for just a moment, just so you guys can see. Then I'm gonna see which one of these is the best. Look like something got to one side of it. So I'm gonna separate this. Set that there. Put the other kale plant right here. Put the soil up around it. Take one of my gloves off to pinch off the early leaves. All right, and then I've already put the water reservoir in this one. And then we're gonna set this on top of here, just like that. All right, I'm gonna finish getting these planted up, and then I'm gonna come back and show you what it looks like when I'm finished. All right, you guys, so this is what it looks like completely planted up and with some vegetables and stuff in it. There were a lot of things different about it. My last 2 tiers, I did not put anything in it because I'm gonna go get some seeds that I have of some flowers, and I'm gonna put those in the last 2 tiers, which will be 8 sections. Now the funny thing is there is no water reservoir that goes on the top part, but each one of these has a water reservoir in the bottom of each one of these. And like I said, I'm not really sure how that helps. It's a whole lot different than the GreenStock. The GreenStock, you put the dirt in first, then you put a water level on it, another level of dirt, and then you know, so it goes through. Now, all right, so like I said, I only put Swiss chard and kale inside of here that I had already grown from seed. So Swiss chard and kale on the 3 tiers at the bottom, and these 2 tiers I'm going to put some seeds in. All right, well, I enjoyed you guys today. We got a lot done, and I'll talk at you a little bit later. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great day now.